This video contains depictions of something that some users may find offensive. It is meant to be a commentary on those actions. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm not going to share it because it's disgusting and it's racist, but it has come across my feed today several pictures and videos of people doing blackface and making comments saying things along the lines of, quote, when that EBT hits, end quote. Now, yes, there are black Americans on EBT. There are white Americans on EBT, Asian Americans, Latin Americans. Every race in America has at least one member on EBT. There are like 46 million Americans on EBT and SNAP. And the reason for that is like 16 million of them are children, and another like 8 million of them are disabled, and a bunch of the rest work or are college students. And unfortunately, this appears to be people who believe in the myth of the welfare queen, which was something that during the Bill Clinton administration was commonly used as a trope to say that black women were essentially stealing taxpayer dollars. I would like to think that most of the people in the world are not going to do things like this, but unfortunately there are people doing like this, so I'm just doing things like this, so I'm just going to say that if you see it, do not give it attention. Do not interact with the video except by hitting the report button, and report it obviously for racism, or whatever happens to be the most appropriate if there's other issues in it. Blackface is inappropriate. We recently had in the cosplay community a cosplayer who did blackface and who decided that it would be a good idea to not only double down, but to have the photographer who chose to photograph her in a professional manner double down and say that it was okay. Now, I will say that if you go out and you do things like this, you are going to be documented. And that's not even just by people who are going to be taking your picture. You're going to be documented either by yourself, as these people were. You may be documented by a security camera. You may be documented by the police. There are going to be plenty of people who document you. I worked with a gentleman 14 years ago at this point who left the company I worked for. And then he posted a picture like 2 weeks later when he got his new job that was very Islamophobic, and he was fired for it. And he thought that he was okay, and he didn't think that there would be any sort of issues with it. But the company that he left for ended up firing him. And obviously that was their prerogative. Now, if a company decides that it's okay to have employees that have blackface, or even support employees that have blackface, there must be a thing where you can vote with your dollars. Do an economic boycott of them. Shop at the place less. Let's say hypothetically Walmart starts supporting it. Don't go to Walmart. I don't think Walmart's going to start supporting it. That's just an example. But I do have a massive, massive problem with the fact that people right now are so comfortable doing things like this. Because it shows that there is a very severe racism problem in the United States that still needs to be worked on. And unfortunately, we are having issues where it is not being worked on, and people are not behaving in a manner that is, well, honestly, they're not behaving in the way that Mr. Rogers would want them to, and it's